Good morning, my friends. It is April the 9th, 8:40 a.m. Easter Sunday, 2023. Don't mind me, I didn't get much sleep last night, maybe 2 hours. I hope everyone's having a good weekend and a safe one. I myself went cycling yesterday in the morning. And then I came home and I rearranged furniture in my apartment. I still have to do that. And then I went cycling again in the evening after a few coffees. I only had 2 beers, which is good. The cycling helps, you know. And working out, keeping busy helps as well. Anyways. More drama last night. I had insomnia anyway when the disturbances began late last night, Anyways, yeah, I'm not sure about that fire alarm, people. They're probably smoking or cooking or something, I don't know, who knows. But another neighbor who gave me trouble and was sentenced for uttering threats has been causing some problems. He has a girlfriend who lives with him, apparently. And I'm not sure if she's even supposed to be there in the first place. For quite a few months, I've seen her with the keys coming in and out of his place, but I wasn't sure if he lent her the keys or what. She must have been living with him. Anyways, he was just going down to see another neighbor who was a known drug user and very extreme drunk and everything, all that too, along with other problems. And he was drunk himself, carrying a beer and some food for her. He was going down, crisscrossing another neighbor, let's go over to this person's place, blah, 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 you want her, blah, blah, blah. And the other guy replied, no, she's drunk. And I don't blame him for walking away from this whole scenario and the craziness there. I would, who wouldn't? I've been hanging around her before years ago, my mistake. She really messes you up and causes too much trouble, unfortunately. Anyways, point of the matter is, he went in there. His girlfriend must have been asleep or something. I don't know what's going on. But she stormed down the hall, banging at this other neighbor's door, screaming at them to give stuff or something. I'm not sure what's going on. And the man, screamed at her, get out of here, rumbled down the whole hallway. That's what woke me up. And with her screaming at them. She stormed back down and said she's going to call the police on them. Like, it's unbelievable. Oh, that's my notification. Sorry about that. I have to turn it off. It's my cat actually meowing, and I put it as notification. Anyways, there was a lot of ruckus and noise. I think some paramedics came. I'm not sure who came. Then they were intervening, and then there was a big rumble, and the guys were saying, hey, leave her. There was some kind of fight or conflict or something in a scuffle. I'm not sure what happened. There was a Jerry there. I said, Jerry, no. And you hear rumbling, you hear yelling, and I couldn't really hear the whole thing. Scuffling. These guys weren't cops. I think they were paramedics or something. Then I heard someone crying and breaking down, and they said, get in the elevator, we'll get you to the hospital. So the girl who went to confront the other troublemaking neighbor, she was crying and everything, all that. So the guy who gave me trouble and was sentenced, until I recorded it, of course, years and years ago, he basically said he wants her stuff out of his place and want her out. To the police officers who came maybe about half an hour after the police officers came. I guess the police were called and they came. Before all that, I came out and spoke to the 2 gentlemen, the gentleman and the woman officer accompanying him, and explained the situation of the noise and told them that they were probably at the other neighbor's place, near the elevator, at her place. which is a known place for people to use drugs and crack and drinking, and a lot of trouble and a lot of drugs going on there. So it's been one heck of a night. The officer told me, like, he's not surprised it's over there because he knows what the trouble going on there as well. Anyways, yeah. And the funny thing is, when the police officers talk to him, this is the funny, pathetic part. The guy told them, I do not want her here. She gets drunk and drugs. I don't want her here anymore. And yet, he's drunk. He does drugs, and he does drugs and gets drunk with these other idiots down the hall he was at. So he wants to get rid of her because she does drugs and gets drunk. When he gets drunk and does drugs with these people down the hall. I mean, come on, that's the stupidest thing I've heard in my life. I'm sure the officers must think that's stupid. I mean, I never heard anything so retarded in my life. That's the stupidest thing anyone could say. I mean, they all do it together, and they're trying to pin it on her that she's the problem. Like they did with me years ago, they all ganged up to me saying I was the problem, when they are the problem. And one by one, they're exposing themselves, one by one. Unbelievable. It had to take me recordings and videotaping to get the evidence of these troublemakers, because it was their word against mine and them ganging up against me and spreading lies about me and saying that I'm trouble when they are the ones who are. Hence why I started recording things. If people do not know why and they say I'm a troublemaker for doing that, think again. I'm just standing up for my rights, proving the truth, proving their lies, and basically their idiocy. And yeah. So that's what happened last night. After that, I could not sleep all the way till like 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning. So I'm very sleepy still. I only got 2 hours sleep maybe. But it has nothing to do with the scuffle of the neighbors. It has to do with the coffee I had yesterday evening. At 6:30 yesterday evening, I had 3 cappuccinos I got from the store. Very strong coffee. It gave me enough energy to cycle all over town in the evening. I figured when I got home later on by 8:30 or 9 or whatever, I would be tired enough after my turkey meal. And the turkey meal I had would also make me sleepy. Not. The caffeine in those cappuccinos are strong. Even after cycling, even after turkey, I was wide awake. Like, the ruckus didn't wake me up. I was wide awake anyway. I took melatonin, didn't put me to sleep. So I'm going to get these cappuccinos again if I work warehouse again, or double shift, or not double shift, but a long shift in warehouse again. I'm going to take those with me to work. They keep you awake for a long time, and whoa. Even after cycling twice and moving furniture around in my apartment, I figure I'd be tired and sleep like a rock. Wow, I'm bringing those to work in the warehouse for sure. Definitely. Yeah. One by one, they're exposing themselves. And so that's the one who gave me threats to me, who was sentenced and everything and recorded. The second one who assaulted me, who was also recorded by the Osage camera, is going to be charged as well. The third one who attacked me is on video too. I wasn't considering pressing charges on her, but now I'm thinking of it because I have crystals in my ear. I think I get dizzy when I turn my right side. Like, so, and last time I had that, I had a concussion, so I thought it was something else. And it's still not going away, so I'm going to go to a clinic and check it out. The vertigo is like when I lie on my left side and I have to sit up again. So the last time I had that was the concussion. And yeah, I'm going to check that out. And if it's something to do with that, then I'm going to have to charge her, talk to us again, say, look, I have crystal in my ear, and that's, in the doctor, so the doctor or hospital, blah, 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 or clinic or whatever. And I'm definitely going to charge her for assault as well. They're all violent. They all into drugs. They all gang up people trying to stand up against them. They all turning each other here and there and everywhere. They intimidate. They try to do things, make up stories and everything to protect their criminal activities or violence or whatever, drug trafficking, whatever, and all that jazz. All that stupid stuff and everything. And so forth. Yeah. And I'm the only one who, years ago, the all gang against me saying I was trouble. But now it's more than evident they are the ones who are in trouble. Despite the fact that I lied a bit against me, about me, now the truth is finally coming out. Going down like a domino effect, one by one. About time. It took years, but about damn time. Yeah. And in regards to my on-again, off-again boyfriend, now ex-again, that's not going to work out either because he's back into drugs as well. Because people pressure him and he's back into the drugs. He plays these head games, promises to meet me, then goes off on a bender and stands me up. Head games, head games, head games. Besides the assault I had from the other neighbor, the new neighbor, one in the video you saw, and his head games, I guess I kind of snapped and lost it. It's slow, it's no wonder I drank, and no wonder I went on binges and everything to handle the how to deal with these conniving, conspiring, and criminal-oriented neighbors, violent neighbors too, and bullies. Not to mention bully, emotional harassment, and everything. It's everything in there. Yeah, long overdue, my friend. Yeah, Dave, it's long overdue. Yeah, but at least it's happening now. I still remember the one officer I talked to on the phone. I don't know what he looks like, but I remember him telling me, while audio evidence does not work too well for these cases, the best thing to do is get video evidence. Keep pushing on. That was a couple of years ago, and oh yeah. And it's all, the truth is all coming out now. Yeah. Affected my work and everything before, but yeah. Anyways, it's been a bad weekend for me. I was very, very distraught and everything on Friday, I think. Was it Friday when my ex-boyfriend played that game? About maybe a week after the assault from the other neighbor. I just snapped, Was it Thursday or Friday? I don't remember. A few days ago, anyway. I even got to the point where I was, I had to say that I was suicidal, distraught. After his head games with me, I had to call 911. And I walked all the way downtown from where I was. And someone spoke to me and calmed me down and talked to me. Made me feel better. I came back home, the police were here, security was here, and they talked to me, and they know the situation of what's happening so far. I guess it just spilled up, and I just snapped because of all the pressures of the assault and so forth. I've turned my notification off and sound. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. And the bugger thing of all is that there's no cameras on the second floor here. But, yeah. Now they're exposing themselves and everything more. Gang up on me a couple years ago, 4 against 1. And now the police know they're all troublemakers down there near the elevator as well. Well, like I said, they all expose each other. All of them now. So, yeah. I'll go see the clinic about this vertigo when I learn my side. She must have hit me harder than I thought that time. Because honestly speaking, I don't remember how long I was gone. I don't even remember when I went. She hit me that hard in the head. Maybe that's why I had the vertigo on the screen vertigo on my side. I have to sit up. So that's not good. And if so, then I'm going to have to charge for assault. I don't want to, but if I have that, then it's not good. It's not affecting me when I cycle. It affects me when I lie down and go on my left side and I spin so much I have to sit back up. So I've started my right side and move slowly to my left side after lying down for a while. Then it goes away a little bit. It goes away. So, yeah. My ex-boyfriend was dealing with a bunch of drug dealers downtown too. I don't want anything to do with him. He was dealing with drugs and everything. He even told me that he was paranoid the cops stopping with so many drugs with him, thinking he's a drug dealer. And I'm like, why would you think that? Like, then I realized all these other people are doing drugs downtown, so it won't matter. I'm like, what do you mean it won't matter? Does he carry that much drugs on him as he goes home? He's getting it downtown, sure. The 425 or the Mission or somewhere around there, he's getting the drugs down there. A ton of it, apparently. And he gets paranoid. He gets so much, bringing so much home. He must spend his whole ODSP check on it. That's what he did 2 months ago. So I can't be with someone like that. I don't want to be around people who deal with drugs or deal with people who push drugs and everything. They're trouble. I don't want to deal with him at all if he's going to deal with these people. This brings trouble. As you can see from these losers here, trouble. And what an idiot. I still can't believe that guy. He does drugs and she does drunk and I want nothing to do with her. And yet he's drunk as a skunk and drugged up and he's with the people doing drugs just down in the elevator. I mean, come on, please. What an idiot. I want to get my lawyer. I'm not going to go to jail. Oh, fucking idiot. He does have a good lawyer, though. But what the stupidest thing to say. Oh, my God. Never heard anything so stupid. Yeah, she gets drugs and gets drunk, and you guys are all doing the same thing, too. Give me a break, please. It's too funny. It's just too hilarious and pathetic. Stupidest thing I ever heard. And the cops are probably laughing at that too. Like, come on, buddy. Give me a break. Jeez, you guys are bullying up her and gang up on her now when you guys are doing drugs and everything. And when you did the same thing with Lisa, and you're doing the same with her, just standing up maybe, and I don't know. Lie. God, it's so sad. Anyways, yeah. I'm enjoying my cappuccino coffee, my second one. I'm starting to wake up. I'm not going to cycle today. I feel my muscles are sore, which is good. Over here, there's some planks yesterday too, moved furniture around. My legs aren't too sore at all. And just around here, which is good. Be able to lift things on the day I have an assignment, 1 day assignment later on in the week. That's going to be good. Excellent. So I'll be ready. So, I hope everyone's having a great weekend. What time is it now? I'm going to sign off soon. I'm going to watch Mark Hughes on Prime Video. And, yeah. Take care, stay safe. Happy Easter. And enjoy the beautiful weather. Take care, guys. Happy Easter. That's a new thing. Oh, yeah, it's updated.